There are now real victories in the war against woke, as you just heard. In front, Royal Virginia. Hundreds of Catholic parents attending a city meeting to protest pornographic children's books in a children's library. They're featured at the local Samuels Public Library. One book called It's Perfectly Normal, close quote, has cartoon pictures of people performing sexual acts. No joke, Jack. Here's one mother who spoke out.
I don't know if you have children, but raising a family takes a village. The library should not be the enemy of the family, but its ally. Sexually explicit content read during the wrong stage of development can do so much damage to a child's psyche. Children exposed to graphic sexual content do not have the developmental tools to process what they are reading, which leads to confusion. The introduction of explicit content will confuse and muddle our children's concepts of intimacy, bodily autonomy, boundaries, and saying no. We don't want our children engaging in risky behavior, and this is promoting that.
Doesn't seem like a radical, does it? Thanks to parents like that, the county board is withholding funds from the library. Thomas Hanent is a community organizer leading a group that was involved in these protests to clean up that library. Thanks so much for joining us. Thomas, what's your reaction to where you're at right now in the library coming back and doing this?
Yeah, thanks for having me. My reaction is I'm very happy to see that we have taken the first step in decolonizing Warren County and getting back to the community consensus and having a public space where kids can run free, and that's true freedom. What these folks have been pushing in our library is absolutely disgusting, and we're going to seize this library and give it back to the people and back to the parents through community action.
Thomas, you know what they say about people like you and groups like yours and parents that speak out? You want to ban books. Doesn't that drive you crazy? As a simplification of what you want to do, you want appropriate books in the appropriate library for kids of the appropriate age. Am I correct?
That's exactly right. We want the great works. We want the classics. We don't want books that are going to hurt the children. We want more programs. This is not a movement about cutting budgets. We want more programs in the library, great books, great social programs to help our kids flourish. There's no world in which we want to ban books. That's absolutely propaganda from the other side.
Right, and they're hitting Ron DeSantis with that heavily because he believes the same thing in Florida, and you're fighting back in Virginia. That's why also the same mindset that got Governor Youngkin the job about a year ago. Thanks so much, Thomas. Appreciate it. Keep fighting.
Yep, thanks for having me.
You got it. President Biden